welcome back to another one of my taste test videos. Today I'm doing something a little different. I love Korean food and meat jun is like my favorite Korean food ever. And I heard that the best meat jun on the island was at Dongyang Inn in Wahyoa. So I got a plate of meat jun from them. But I also heard that the owners of Dongyang Inn actually retired. They sold their business and they opened up a new business called Seoul Food about a block away. So I went to Seoul Food and got their meat jun plate as well. I want to see if they're the same, if you know what the differences are, which one I like better. Alright, so the first plate that I'm gonna try is the one from Dongyang Inn. Oh my goodness, look how much food that is. It's ridiculous. It's super heavy. It's like filled to the top with meat jun. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. Anyway, what they're known for is their sauce. So I'm gonna see about that too. First, I'm gonna taste the meat jun by itself because like I always said, it has to stand alone. So this plate comes with, it looks like 4 different vegetable sides, which is called bachan. And they have like, it looks like kimchi, it looks like they have cabbage, bean sprouts, and cucumber kimchi. So that looks really good. Anyway, okay, so these pieces look super, super thick. I don't know if you can see this, but oh my gosh, the meat is so thick and the egg mixture on the top is really nice and fluffy. I really like that. Let me try it. Mmm. Okay, first of all, that meat is so soft and tender, and it's so flavorful. You don't even need that sauce. Oh my goodness. And the egg on the outside is so fluffy. I like that. This is a really great meat jun because usually the meat inside is really like hard. It's very like, not like a cut like this. It's usually like really thin and it doesn't have as much flavor. You have to usually put it in the sauce in order to get flavor, but this one is really good. It's the texture that makes it really good. The meat, the cut of meat is so good. It's so soft. It's so tender and it's so flavorful. I really like that. Okay, so smelling the sauce, it smells like a little peppery. Vinegary and peppery. Okay, first of all, the sauce is like a little bit of like, it has a vinegar tang to it. But it's really good because the vinegar really offsets the sweetness of the meat. The meat is like sweet, like a teriyaki sweet. And so that sauce has just enough like a vinegar in it to like counteract the real sweetness of it. It's a really good combination, and like I said, it smelled a little peppery. It is. It feels like it has like a little bit of black pepper or white pepper in it. It's really, really good. Okay, so the next one that I'm gonna try is the one from Seoul Food. And it is so huge too. Oh my gosh, this one is just super heavy as well. It's about the same weight as the one from Dongyang Inn. They're both about the same weight. They both have so much meat jun in it. Okay, already you can tell there's a little bit of difference in the meat. The meat is a little thinner than the ones from Dongyang. It's a little, it does look very well seasoned though. And the egg on the outside does look nice and fluffy just like the other one. So let me taste it. Mmm. Okay, so I think that I can already taste the difference. First of all, okay, Dongyang has like a little bigger cut of meat. Like their meat is like cut not as thin as Seoul Food. But Seoul Food's meat is so tasty. It's like flavored so much more than I think that the one from Dongyang. Mmm, it's really, really, really tasty. It doesn't even need the sauce. Okay, and another difference that I'm noticing is that the egg on the outside for the Seoul Food one is actually flavored as well Whereas I don't think that the egg on the outside of the Danyang one is flavored at all. This one seems like it's flavored. It has like that like Swedish teriyaki flavoring to the outside. I'm not really sure, but that's what I taste like. Okay, so I'm also gonna taste it with the sauce because they're supposed to have really great sauce as well. It kind of looks the same. I'm not really sure though. Let me see. Okay, it has that same vinegary, like peppery, like smell to it. We'll see. Okay, this sauce is a little bit different. This sauce seems like it has a little bit more, I don't know what to call it except for like umami. I don't know. I could kind of smell it too. I don't know if they put like a little bit of dashi in it, which is like you know, like fish stock in it, but it really has like a really nice bold flavor. I'm not really sure. I taste the pepper, but not as much as the other one from Danyang Inn. And the other one from Danyang Inn, it's like, it has a little bit more of a vinegary taste. This one has a little bit more of a shoyu or soy sauce taste to it. I really like this one. I don't know. I think I like this sauce better than I like that sauce. Okay, so at first I didn't think that there was going to be much difference in the two because when you have the same owners and they make the same food, usually there's not that much difference. But when you taste it back to back, you can really tell the difference. And I have a hard time choosing a favorite because each of them had their own strengths. Like, for example, the one from Danyang had really, really thick cuts of meat, and the meat was like so tender and so juicy, and the outside egg coating was so nice and fluffy. I love that. That was really, really good. But the one from Soul Food was really good as well. The cuts of meat weren't as great as the ones from Danyang. They were a little thinner, but the taste, oh my goodness, the taste was so good. And I feel like the taste went through the meat to the egg coating. Like the egg coating had that meat jun flavor to it too. It was so good. I really like that. So they had their own strengths. And the sauce. Now, I gotta talk about the sauce because the sauce was a little bit different for me. Like the one from Danyang, I didn't care for as much. It was a little too vinegary for me. And I could taste the pepper, which was really good, but it had like that traditional meat jun, you know, vinegar taste to it, which, you know, is good. But if I had to compare it with the one from Soul Food, the one from Soul Food had a more rounded flavor. It had a more like soy sauce shoyu flavor, and it had a little bit of umami in it. It did have a little bit of pepper, but it was mostly relying on like the shoyu and the soy sauce flavor, which I really liked. So anyway, if you are on the island of Oahu and you happen to be in the Wahiawa area, you should really check out both Danyang Inn and Soul Food because they both have really, really good meat jun. You really can't go wrong with either of them. But anyway, go support them, support our local businesses. Thank you very much for joining me.